I made the best two-way ISO God build on NBA 2K25. This build can get insane contact dunks. We can shoot lights out with rhythm shooting and a 88 3 ball. This build gets a 97 ball handle and will have your defender eating dirt. We have a max wingspan to harass ball handlers and for easy plucks. Plus we can block shots to the parking lot with silver high flying denier. We are now sponsored by NBA 2K Labs. Check out their site for loads of free content to help make your MyPlayer, such as badge and animation requirements. Also check out their premium side for the best tested jump shots. Use code JR at checkout for 20% off. Welcome back to the channel, and I hope everyone is having a blessed day. In today's video, I'll be showcasing to you guys my two-way 3-level shot creator. This is my day one build. I will also be showing you the best jump shot and animations that I use on this build. If you found this video helpful, drop a like, drop a sub, and crank them noties. With all that yapping out the way, let me show you exactly how to make this build. Starting off with this build, I always make my players left-handed, but all of this is personal preference. I went PG, 6'3" on the height, 170 on the weight, and on the wingspan you want to max that hoe out for better defense. On to the finishing. We went for a 89 driving dunk paired with a 78 vertical. This gives us small and pro contact dunks, plus the 1 foot small contact dunks as well. I also use the Malik Monk and D Booker dunk packages for those fast and safe animations. That dunk rating unlocks silver posterizer and gold aerial wizard. We also have a 74 close shot, and then we have a 77 layup for bronze float game and layup mix master. I use default small layup style. We also have a 34 standing dunk and a 37 post control. This build has no weakness. I love the contact dunks on this build, and a lot of times they will activate without the dunk meter. This build unlocks a lot of dope dunk annies that I don't use for the fact that they are easily blocked. You can throw on Ja Morant dunk package or some of the other part dunk annies if you're trying to have fun, but a lot of times those are easily blocked. You want fast and safe dunks that you get from D Booker and Malik Monk. This build is unstoppable on the ISO and can make for some insane dribbling clips. For the shooting, I went with a 78 mid-range, and then I maxed out the 3 at a 88. This is going to unlock silver deadeye, mini marksman, and set shot specialist. We also have bronze limitless range and shifty shooter. This is the jump shot that I use on all my small guards. We have Cam Thomas with Colin Sexton and Oscar as my 2 releases. I also put my visual cue on release, and my release speed is on normal for a better green window and to be able to time my shot easier using rhythm shooting. I also use Chris Paul as my fade. The free throw wasn't touched and is at a 68 rating. I use J-Co free throw to knock those down when I do play 5s on this build. I know what you're thinking, I missed 2 shooting badges by 1 attribute, but I made this build for my desired playstyle, so I wanted to go with a max wingspan on a small guard for better defense. Plus the difference between bronze and silver limitless range isn't that big. I could always use my +1 badge upgrade for some silver limitless or shifty shooter, but I shoot fine on this build as is, so I'd rather use that for playmaking. I like to use this jump shot that I showed you on all of my builds that unlocks Cam Thomas, so I have the same timing whenever I switch builds. This makes rhythm shooting easier because my muscle memory is there on any build. Plus Cam Thomas tested really well on 2K Labs. The Chris Paul fade is still the best any to use because it's fast, easy to time, and it's very hard to contest. If you use rhythm shooting on this build, you can still shoot lights out even with the lower rating and badge shooting tiers. Next, for my favorite part of the build, the playmaking. We have an 85 pass accuracy for bronze bailout to pass out of those bad shot attempts and to dot the corners on the ISO. We also get bronze versatile visionary, silver break starter, and gold dimer. We start off with a 92 ball handle, then I use my +5 from hitting starter 4 to give us a 97 ball handle. That gives us legend handles for days and Hall of Fame ankles assassin and unpluckable. I made this build for ISO and wanted to test the power of legend handles. Here are my current sigs on this build. I do change these often because that keeps the game fresh for me. We also have a 91 speed with ball, and then I'll use my +1 badge to make lightning launch on legend for those fast speed boosts. Dribbling is how I have fun on 2K, so I almost always make my builds with a high ball handle. I feel like we are very limited when it comes to dribbling this year, so I've been trying out different sigs until I found the ones that fit my playstyle. Movement dribbling has felt very clunky this year. Fastment dribbling is still there, so that's what I've been focused on. Legend handles for days is really good for spam dribbling, especially if you don't want to waste VC on expensive Gatorade. If you want to have fun on this game, I would suggest trying out different animations to keep the game fresh. Everyone uses the same builds, playstyles, and annies, so I try to be different in my videos by using different types of sigs and builds. No, this is not the most meta guard build, but it's very fun to play on and it fits my playstyle perfect. I can still ISO on this build while also being able to play defense. This was actually the first build that I made on 2K25 and it's still my most used build. On top of the offense on this build, we still get lockdown defense. We have a 50 interior, a 91 perimeter D for gold on-ball menace and pick jogger, silver challenger, and Hall of Fame off-ball pest. This allows us to be a menace and harass ball handlers. We went with a 91 steal. This gives us gold glove and gold interceptor to hawk those lanes and get easy plucks. And the reason why I went with a max wingspan at 6'3", we have a 68 block. This gives us bronze high flying denier, and I use my +1 badge upgrade to make it silver since it's a tier 2 badge. This badge allows us to block shots and hold our own in the paint while being able to get all of the attribute points from being a small guard. Now you can see the power of this two-way ISO build. We get the contact dunks, 3-ball, and high ball handle, but you don't need a lock on this build. I play lock while still being able to ISO. The silver high flying denier badge allows us to block shots and get stops in the paint with a low interior and strength. I could have went 6'4" and went 1 tick below max wingspan for the silver shooting badges while still getting high flying denier, but with it being my day 1 build, I wanted all the attributes you get from being 6'3", plus I like the look of a max wingspan player. In these clips, you can see how we're able to play lockdown defense. Gold defensive badges are more than enough to get plucks if you are able to have good positioning on defense. To end this build off, we have a 28 offensive rebound and 51 defensive rebound. We have a 86 speed with a 82 agility to make us fast on defense. We also have a 51 strength to get those stops in the paint. I also wanted to show you an overview of this build with max attributes and cap breakers from hitting starter 4. And if you make this build like me, it will come out as a two-way 3-level shot creator. But as always, be sure to make your build based on your desired playstyle. This build matches how I like to play perfectly. I hope everyone has a blessed day and thank you for watching.